Peter in the Holy Land.
Tradition has always maintained that St. Peter took the cup to Rome and that he used it to say the Mass. When he died, it was passed on to his successors and used by all the early popes to say Mass until St. Sixtus II in the year 258 AD.
But the persecution of Christians that began in the year 250 under Emperor Valerian required that relics be turned over to the Roman government. Tradition has it that Pope Sixtus II had given the chalice to his deacon, St. Lawrence, and Lawrence was not about to give it to the Romans.
There was a Spanish soldier in Rome at the time by the name of Persalius, and he gave him the cup with instructions to take it back to his homeland.
The chalice's history then becomes even more tenuous as a proliferation of Grail stories hopelessly mixed fact and fiction.
These stories were told at evening. They were narrated by poets. There were fascinating stories about people dealing with the faith, knights fighting to rescue the Holy Land.
Some of the most popular stories were collected and blended with Celtic and German tales by Sir Thomas Malory. Published in 1485, they told romantic tales of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. As Malory told it, when the famed sword in the stone appeared, Sir Galahad, son of Sir Lancelot, was the only knight besides Arthur himself who was able to pull it out. For this, he was chosen to undertake the quest for the Holy Grail. He found it after years of struggle and travail, and then died having reached his life's goal. Another Grail story places it in the hands of a succession of Spanish monarchs. The last to possess it was King Alfonso in 1200.
The only problem was that he was frequently absent due to military campaigns. He needed money to pay for these, so he went to the Cathedral of Valencia, asked them for a loan, and they said, okay, but only on the condition that you give us the Holy Grail as collateral. So he did that, and he never repaid the loan and has been there ever since.
The Holy Grail of Valencia stands about 7 inches high, including its stand. The cup, carved out of agate, is 3.5 inches in diameter. This agate cup fits St. Jerome's description of the cup used by Christ for the consecration. This is the only part that could possibly have been present at the Last Supper. The remainder of the stand with its Arabic inscriptions must have been added later. But other Grail cups also lay claim to authenticity.
Bueno, es importante tener claro que, aunque a veces se dice...
It is said that there are other holy chalices in other places. For example, the sacred Catino of Genoa.
El Santo Cáliz. En ocasiones se ha dicho que existen otros...
But we must consider that none, other than the Valencia cup, holds the minimum historical provenance.
Estos otros supuestos...
Those other chalices don't have the credentials, as opposed to ours in Valencia.
Ninguna credencial que haga que esos cálices sean, se puedan oponer al nuestro de Valencia.
While some debate the authenticity of individual chalices, others point out that through the centuries, the Holy Grail has evolved into something far more than a simple cup.
The Holy Grail is a symbol of a quest, the quest for the faith, the quest for God. It was not only one single object.
For many, that quest continues. Whether revered relics prove to be authentic or not, they seem to speak to a deep human need to find a connection with the divine. Relics may be witnesses to history or simply fabrications, but their power is undeniable. And if that power doesn't exist in the objects themselves, it does exist in the minds of the faithful.